Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, what are we doing today, y'all? What are we gonna do today? I'm sitting at my wire wrapping desk, so we'll probably be doing some wire wrapping. Um, Let me make sure that my sounds and everything are off so that my phone doesn't explode in your ear when I get emails. Hey ProPool, we had a fantastic trip, though I'm not gonna lie to you, we are exhausted. Like, somehow we went to bed and woke up more tired than what we were when we went to bed, if that makes sense. I don't know. Hey Dianica, how's it going? Also, I showered and like my hair's crazy fluffy. Like when I styled my hair, these were like straight and all sleek and like that, and now I'm just like getting fluffier and fluffier all the time. Hey guys, hey Michelle, hey Metatron, hey Christina. So I'm trying to get logged in on my tablet. Um, If you guys have any questions for me, please do the at Yvonne Williams. That way it highlights your comment in orange on my screen, and that way I'll be much more able to see you guys' questions and comments and stuff and answer you. Because otherwise, like, I don't know if you're talking to me or talking to somebody else. Hey Dodie, hey Kate, hey Pi, hey Aaron. Hey Laura, it's good to be back. I'm trying really hard to not think about how empty the house feels. Um, Trying hard to not think about how filthy the house is. Holy crap, we were gone for like a week, and it's like somebody came in and carpeted our house. That was my tablet. Just oh jeez. Randy's in there wrestling. Hey Rebel, with the our routers. Like, we got a new router back in like April. Yeah, like April 3rd, and it's burnt out already. And our last one lasted us like a couple of years. So I don't know. Oh, and I think I just broke my charger. Okay, that's fine. There you go, Sam Dog. They are not handling Maddie and Abby not being here very well. She did. She got home safe and sound, and we hung out with family and friends for a while. Just there in the house, and then came home. Photobomb puppy for sure. Okay, so I found a hair tie, and I have my lip gloss. Thank you, Sam. Oh, it was really good. It was Lisa says everyone is missing Maddie. Randy and I were a hot mess last night. Like we got home real late, and y'all will hear about that though in the Vonster vlog post that we're shooting, because we are getting started back in with Nose to the Grindstone, making daily monster vlogs over on the Monster Vlog channel, as well as doing weekly tutorials here. In addition to our Tuesday and Saturday live streams, we're easing back into it with the tutorials because that takes way more, like, effort. Yeah, way more effort to, like. You alright? Oh, compressed air? Yeah. How's it going? I'm waiting. Is it the router? Yes. Should we just return it again? Let's see. We're having a heck of a time. But yeah, it takes a lot more editing and like good conditions for recording and stuff for shooting like a tutorial. Whereas the Monster Vlog, it's basically garbage. Right on.
It's now downloading updates for patches.
Oh, that's progress. But not a good sign for a brand new router. Oh boy. Oh man, poor Randy. He's been dealing with this like all morning.
9 o'clock.
Since 9 o'clock, he says. So there's that. But let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around and get to work. I'm still plugged in charging, so that's good. I don't know how I'm gonna. Do you have a link to your Monster vlog? If you do, excited mark or exclamation point, vlog, I think it is. It should pop up a beep boop. Oh, come on. My brain was doing it. It should pop up a link. That way you guys can click on it. Yep, just like that, Pro Pool. Thank you so much. Okay, the question was, can you... Ooh, Lisa, I hope you're okay. Um, the question is, Medieval is asking, could you discuss or explain sizing of chain? A lot of the times in the past, whenever I've purchased chain, it will be by the internal diameter. And gauge of the ring sizes. So like, do you mean like pre-mechanized chain, like that you can buy like just on a spool, or making your own chain with chainmail, just to kind of point me in the right direction before I run off on a tangent? Yes. Yes to both. Okay, so whenever we're weaving chainmail, I go by the inner diameter of the ring on a spool. Okay. Here, just a sec. I got like, it's like I'm sitting here and I've got a fan blowing on me from behind, and I'm getting like little doggy furs and kitty furs and like spider furs in my eyeballs. Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from Daniel today. I think he's busy off having like his own life and stuff, and like Randy and I have kind of taken over. Um, but we had let Daniel know, as much as we appreciate him being here, he's in no way obligated to be here. So I hope Daniel's sleeping in and having a good day and just chilling. But yes, so the mechanized chain on a spool. Hey Jim, mechanized chain on a spool. In the past, and it's from some sources still. Whenever I purchase it, it'll say round, oval, or curb, which that is the shape of the chain. Round is obviously a round like ring. Oval is kind of oval shaped, and then curb is where it's oval shaped but has a little bit of a twist to it. So it lays very nice and flat and drapey on your skin whenever you're wearing it. Um, and those are just, there's like ball chain also, but those are just some different examples. So usually if you see a term like that, it will mean, um, ooh, oh no, Holly, I hope he's okay. I've been worried about my stepdad and mom, with him being a truck driver and both of them being like in their 70s now. Um, from the Ring Lord, they used to just sell it by like spools of chain where it said the gauge and the millimeter, but now it just says like the gauge. Um, so there's that. I hope that that's helpful to you. There are also other places that you can get chain from. Like this is Metal Gallery, which I believe, is that like a Hobby Lobby brand? Yes, that's a Hobby Lobby brand, I think. Um, hey Natasha, and this one's called a roll chain, shiny silver, and it just says 6 yards, 216 inches, 5.5 meters. So it doesn't really talk about the chain at all. But whenever you can see it in person, that kind of, you can get like a much better gauge of it. But this is one that I actually like for extender chain. I don't trust it to not tarnish though. Um, Hobby Lobby has gallery wire as well. I may have purchased this 6 or 7 years ago also, hashtag hoarding. Um, so there's that. There is also from Michaels. I don't have it on the spool anymore. Like, I rolled over the spool with my chair and it broke. But this is a really nice oval chain that's just aluminum. And it can leave like a gray residue on your skin, but it doesn't turn you green, and it doesn't tarnish the way that some of the other metals can. Downside is that it's super crazy soft, and you can like pull it apart pretty easily. These ones are from Joann's, I believe. Um, what does it say? Blue Moon Beads, I believe, is the brand. And again, it just says like the inches and meters, like how much of a length that you're getting. So if you're shopping for chain online, I really recommend just having a ruler next to you, like, or maybe like some digital calipers or something, and that can really help you kind of gauge, like whenever something says that it's 4 millimeters, you can like be like, how big is that actually? Because sometimes what I remember being 4 millimeters and what is actually 4 millimeters are not the same thing. So I hope that that helped you at least a little bit. Medieval. I'm going to get this flipped around. Can you recommend a allergenic chain that won't break the bank? I really like, I'm very sensitive to nickel, and I have had really good experience, not just with myself, but with our clients, with the enameled iron chain from the ringlord.com. Stainless steel can be good, but you want to keep a lookout because some of the alloys of even surgical steel can still have nickel in them. So like I prefer 304 surgical steel because I think it's like, oh gosh, it's been ages. Give it a Google and see for yourself what alloys of surgical steel they are. And if you're shopping on a website and you're uncertain, just send their customer service an email. If they don't know, then maybe go with somewhere else. Yeah. Stormy says, "Can you make a video on making a hat for your pets?" Possibly. I don't know. I've never successfully gotten Sam and Z to actually wear their hats, though their hats are normally just like human hats. Today we are going to be going over fundamentals. It is never too early and never too late in your journey to revisit the fundamentals of wire wrapping and metalworking. Kelly says, "Wee, I need refresher training." Right on. I am here for you. So right now I have some square wire, and I want to make just something real simple, real basic. I'm going to be fiddling about with making a pair of twisted spiral, let's say earrings. We could use some earrings in the upcoming auction. And so a way that I like to twist my square wire is I'll just hold it at the end. Now, if you do this with round wire, you're not with a single length of round wire, you're not really going to get any kind of effect, I don't believe. But with square, I just grab it at both ends. Right, Androma. Well, thanks for hanging out. And I just like to make sure that I'm grasping very securely on both ends and then give it a twist. And it doesn't look like much on that first one. And then I just rotate everything around as far as I can. So you can see I've got my wrist here and my wrist here pulled back. And then I'm going to give it another twist. The pliers slid off the end there. And then you just keep doing that. And like right now, it doesn't really look even, does it? That's because we haven't twisted enough. So we just keep twisting until it looks good. There we go. Now we're starting to get, there we are. And that's what we're looking for. And so sometimes under twisting can be the problem if your twists are a little uneven. And even now it's a little denser down here than it does over here. But that adds just some nice natural variation. Let's see what happens if we try to over twist it. You know, for science. I think that actually just looks even better. Now the thing is though, is our wire is like really work hardened. Nappy says try vice grips or safety pliers that can lock onto one end and make twisting easier. Ah, big fan, thanks for sharing. Yeah, for sure. And that is like vice grips and like pin vices and things like that are perfect for this. Like I actually have a desk clamp that was sent to us very generously by our friend Judy, but not everybody has access to those resources. So if you're starting out and all you have is two pairs of pliers, you still can. It's not gonna be the tidiest job. It's not gonna be the easiest job, but the job still gets done. And sometimes when you're starting out, that's just what you need. I don't know. Let's test and see if it'll snap. Again, for science. And it's very important to just make sure that you keep twisting in the same direction. So this is probably the tightest little spiral I've ever done. Or locking forceps, yes. So this is bare wire from parawire.com. Wow, I actually really like the way that that looks, you guys. Like, that is tight. Um, Right on, Stormy. But it hasn't snapped yet. So I really like that though. Never before have I twisted that tight of a twist, and I think I really like it. Hey Penny. So I'm gonna go ahead and twist this one up that was left over from last week, which you can see how that one's tarnished you down just a little bit. Put it in the chuck of a drill. Yes, some drills that I have though don't actually go down this small of a tip like my Dremel does. But and again, these are excellent. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Oh, Randy, thank you so much for getting that working. You're my hero. I know it shaved good years off your life. Like, what was the problem with it? Did it ever say, like...
Was apparently built in 2018 and needed updates.
Good gravy. Okay. Well, it's done. Does the internet work now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Acid says if you twisted silver-plated wire, would the plating crumble off? That's a really good... It's a really good question. Also, doing the at Yvonne Williams only works if you do like the capital Y and the capital W. Okay, so getting both of these nice and twisted. Okay. Let's see. I think I have somewhere. Here we have some 18 gauge square, which is the same as what we're using here. It in the silver, fine silver plated with the copper wire core. And I'm just going to use a bit of it. So let's see if it'll flake. Ah, oh, that's a great tip, Penny, do you know if that works on phones too? Okay, so holding on to the tip, holding on to the other tip. So I have a suspicion, because Parawire has excellent, excellent plated wire, but I do have a suspicion that if you were to, like, twist a whole heck a bunch and then hammer the crap out of it, that, yeah, you're going to get some flaking. But, okay, so I've twisted this beyond reason. Though that does look pretty cool. And now let's see if we can make it into a little spiral. Hey, Christy. I think we've been doing pretty good. Randy's been fighting with the internet all morning. Like, we had to get a new router. Our other one was fried, which is frustrating because it's only, like, it's still relatively new considering the other one lasted us a few years. Yeah, it's 3 months old. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to wander off camera. Though at this point, are you even surprised? So far, it's not flaking or anything. Let me grab, I figure it's easier to move the bench block than it is to move the camera. This is just my little rusty bench block. And a 13-ounce dual head interchangeable hammer. I'm going to start with the nylon side just for hardening and flattening. Loud noises. Okay, again, still no flaking or anything like that. Now let's try the other head, the metal one. Y'all, I have to say, I'm really stinking impressed. Like, not that I was, like, counting on the Parawire to flake, but, I was kind of expecting it, even though it never flakes on me. That crap holds up. So, that's pretty cool. Hey, Holly. Ooh, right on inside. Parawire is no joke, yeah. Oh, very cool. So there's that. I'm gonna move these guys back over yonder. So now from here, something that we can do if you have a torch, oh, that's the idea, is I'm going to be making 2 little earrings, but I think I'm just going to throw that one into one of our crap boxes. We could use a torch to go through, and I think I want to save one of the ends. There's those. And I'm going to cut both of them right there. And if I wanted these very soft, I could go through with a torch and soften them up. And I'm debating if I should do that, but I don't know if my butane torch has any fuel in it. And I'd have to move the thing over there, because I haven't set up my Smith Mini yet, because I'm a bum. And I don't have... Alright, well, we'll do it without a torch. That'll be something, we'll go into torch basics in the future. Donna, I'm not gonna lie to you, the Parawire, I highly recommend it. Okay. So, I'm going ahead and making just a little loop there on the end. Come on, camera. You can do this. There you go. Yeah, I kind of just stay away from Wish. It's a lot of the same stuff as what's on AliExpress. And it's brass wire, I think. I believe Parawire and Rio Grande have brass wire, but don't quote me on it. And it is most definitely a thing. We had gotten some from the Ring Lord years ago, but it's like half hard for making our own rings out of. Yeah, and I've ordered from AliExpress quite a bit, but I typically get like the charms and stuff in bulk. You know, so it's like, whereas like on Wish you're ordering one of the thing, whereas on AliExpress you're getting like 100. For sometimes close to the same price. And so still holding on to the center of our spiral. Okay, right on, Eve. And then before we get too much further along, I'm going to get the other one, the other spiral, up to speed. And sometimes with the twisting, I'm ending up with soft spots and stiff spots as well. Oh, right on, Debbie. Did you, Eve? Very cool. I guess I'm just not shopping right over on Wish. But also, Randy and I have been moving farther and farther away from buying stuff outside of the house. Like, we make all of our own cabs now, with the exception of, you know, cabs that we buy on eBay. And we're making all of our own charms. So, trying to get, when buying charms, Bev asks, do you do anything to them to avoid them staining the skin? That's constantly an issue for me. I use Mod Podge Hard Coat. I used to use PIM. You okay, baby? I used to use PIM, the Preserve Your Memories. It was a spray sealer that I found held up wonderfully even to my acidic skin. But I use Mod Podge Hard Coat, and that can work for preventing copper from staining as well. Just a lot of it is you just go through on the back and like paint a coat on, but that it, like everything on this earth, it will wear through over time. So just making like a little twisted rope looking thingy. What you up to, baby? Ooh. Hey, our chargers and everything are in my patchwork purse.
Okay.
And that included the, huh?
Where's your purse?
I believe it's hanging up in the kitchen. It's nice little charms. Little spiral charms. So let's go over just spiral making. Ooh, right on. Bev says, thank you. I've always wanted to save some pennies on charms, but they turned me green. Off to get Mod Podge. Right on. Aw, thanks, Bunny. We actually will not be having a... Well, I don't know. Let me double check with Randy. Because before the internet was up, he was like, we're not having a giveaway today. I can't get the computer to connect. Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
Are we doing a giveaway today?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay. Change of updates. We are doing a giveaway today. We're going to be giving away this cute little guy. It's just the pendant. There's no chain included, but it's one of our lampwork beads. So if you guys would like to participate in our giveaway, be sure to check out last week's live stream, and you can leave a comment down below the video description. And Holly says, could I coat with resin to reduce green? You can. I've had problems with some resins binding to the metal. So if you try to tweak anything after it's been dipped in resin, it'll like crack and flake and fall off. Whereas I found with the Mod Podge hard coat, it has a little bit of flex to it itself. But also it's difficult to like just take the piece and like if it has a gemstone or something that you don't want covered in resin, then it may, like, I don't know, like I could see this one being kind of complicated, what with the glass and everything, if I just dipped the whole thing in resin. Does it matter which Mod Podge that you use? I prefer their hard coat because it doesn't dry milky clear, like not it dries pretty much perfectly clear, not kind of milky the way that the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic can. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to hydrate. I haven't dehydrated for like a lifetime. Okay. So now, that's going to be one earring design.
Are you in the house?
He is not.
Oh, okay.
So do you got that, babe?
Yeah.
Randy's getting the link to the streams for me. Now, these are a design that Randy and I have been working on the Glowforge that we're including in July's craft-along kits that will be shipping out on the 15th. And kind of show you guys changes these to make some cute earrings or even pendants and stuff. I don't, everything looks okay, Propol. We haven't had any damage to anything, but, we were not home last week, so I didn't really know that we had storms. That's good to know, though. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. I harvested and ate my first tomato out of the garden this morning. Thank you, Randy. Okay, so different things that we can do to our laser cutouts is, first things first, you can actually go through, they're just wood. So you could go through with a nail file or an emery board or like a metal file, and you can actually shape and modify some of the edges, so you could like round and bevel the edge with a file if you wanted. If you yourself do electroforming, these make a great base to, again, I coat them in Mod Podge and then let that cure completely, and then cover them in graphite and put them in the electroforming solution. But all these little details, like rounding these edges and stuff, would show through in the electroforming process. It is kind of, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and it's, I would love to be able to have a like industrial sized electroforming setup where we could provide each of our patrons and each of our craft kit customers with electroformed components like this, because since it's wood in the center and only plated in copper, like with the thick copper plating, it would still be quite lightweight, but you'd get that really cool copper look and feel and everything. What's going on, Bunny? Stormy asks Vaughn, are your videos monetized? I sure hope so. I've been trying to monetize them. I hope that's been working out. Do you do silver metal clay? I was gifted some what feels like a lifetime ago, and I tried it with my butane torch and had mixed poor results. But now that we have a kiln, I can technically fire the metal clay, but it's all very, very dry, and I'm not quite certain how to reconstitute it. Ooh, oh, that's a good idea, Pearl. Ooh, stormy. Bunny, again, I'm not entirely certain what you mean by you did a recap on last week. Are you referring to on Discord or? Right, cats? As a comment on last week's live stream, do the subjects. If that is something that you enjoy doing, um, sure, but I don't know, like. No, I don't think we should do that for the patron ones. That's a Randy and I are here for the business end of everything. We just want everybody who's hanging out to just have fun and be super chill and it can be very surprising sometimes how quickly doing something for fun on a volunteer basis can turn into feeling like an obligation and work, and we don't want to make anybody ever feel that way. So we're gonna ask y'all to be our guests here and just hang out and have fun. And if you're gonna put in that kind of work on something, uh, like we feel bad because it's like technically we should be paying people to do that, and we don't, so we can't ask people to do it for free. Hey, Daniel, how's it going? Hey, Mary Hart, we're doing pretty good. Penny says, I have to tell you about the birthday cake Tony brought home for me on the 11th. It was a mixed berry cream cake. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Hey, Mary, how's it going? Okay. So I kind of like that. It's a nice little, and you could actually go through and use alcohol inks or, actually, let's do that. Just a moment. I'm actually it's gonna make everything all pixelated, but here we go. We're gonna come over here and we have some PBO paints, we have some India inks, we have some alcohol. Let's Lumiere paint. Where's my alcohol inks? Here are my alcohol inks. Let's do purple. And this is the Purple Twilight Alcohol Ink by Ranger. Tracy asks, how was your trip? It was really good. We had a fantastic time. We're very glad to be home. But we're missing the kiddos already. Oh wow, well thank you, Christine. I have any advice for growing a YouTube channel? I've had this one going for about 3 years and I only have 6 subs. Posting content regularly, even if it's just once a month, just being regular about it can give people something kind of to expect from you and give them a motivation for subscribing. And yeah, just producing content that you're passionate about, like is the number one thing I do think. So I've put this on a piece of paper as a blotter underneath it. And then if I were wise, I would have gotten some rubbing alcohol first. Do I have any mixing fluid in here? Nope, but I do have some white, so let's see how that goes. Oh, thanks, Dancing. Okay, so this is some of the white Pinata ink. And the white doesn't really show up on the wood very well, but it can act as a little bit of a blending medium. So let's see how this goes. Holly, we will be selling the lotus cutouts next month on our website. But for now, they're this month's patron exclusive. That's hopefully one of the perks of being our Patreon supporters with our craft along kits is that you get early access to our newest cutout designs. Okay, so we did that bit of purple first, the Purple Twilight, and now we've put the white alcohol ink on, and you can see it's kind of pulling up some of the color from beneath. Ooh, oh Kelly, that's such a good idea. Thank you, Daniel. The fairy wing idea is really good. And so I don't have any UV resin or any mixed two-part resins on hand. But the wood is very porous, and I kind of like that because it'll just kind of pull the colors down into it. There is a giveaway today, Daniel. We were worried for a minute that there wouldn't be, because our internet was not working and our new router was not connecting. Tennessee was awesome, but I keep telling myself that yes, I'm very glad to be home, and it's like I miss Maddie and Abby. But it's okay. Everything will be fine. Yes, today's giveaway is this pendant, which is one of the stragglers from our last auction. Okay. And so now the white is a much thicker, like has a much thicker consistency than the other alcohol inks. Ah, Finnabar waxes. So, and this is something you could even use. You could use nail polish. You could use acrylic paint. They just about. the Yes, Christina. Christine, if you uh, oh my brain and words. We can do this. Sure, we can. Um, with our $10, that's our cab box. So you'll get some of our glass cabs and cutouts. Depending on the month, like you'll always get at least one of each. And we cover the shipping to get it to you if you're in the continental U.S., but you don't get any wire. That's our $20 tiers and up. Get wire as well. India ink would be so gorgeous and like vibrant too. Okay, how long is this taking to dry? Okay. So we have some ideas here that I'm thinking of that we could... Ooh, a heat gun would speed this right along, wouldn't it? We could attach a link to like make it like a necklace and then hang like a dingle dangle. We could hang it like this, one on each side, and put a ring through it. Let's see if that would hang correctly, actually. Because sometimes it can be difficult to, like, we're all victims of physics, right? Sometimes it just doesn't hang the way that you want. So let me rummage. Here's our rings. And I am using an 18 gauge, it's a standard wire gauge, 3/16 inch ring from Chainmail Joe on Amazon. Oh, an ear cuff. That'd be cute. Okay. So I'm going to use 6 rings. Loretta, they feel... I wouldn't smush them onto white fabric, but they feel pretty dry already. Actually, yeah. To be thorough, let's go ahead and do the backs. Because one side might come out prettier than the other one. Do you have any moon cabs to be stringed on the bottom? Oh, Daniel, that's a beautiful idea. So I'm just going through with the white first, I think. Like, we'll see how that goes. And I'm barely squeezing at all. There's the surface tension of the ink kind of pulls itself out of the bottle, and that way we can squeeze in a little bit there to get more on. No. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Okay, so doing the white all over first is behaving a little bit like a carrier. And I'm going to take this and kind of move some from... That's not really doing much for me though, is it? But yeah, that behaved a little bit like a carrier. These will make really cute earrings with small star flower of them with the whole plant. Oh, fit. That's a beautiful idea. Oh, I don't have any Copic markers, but I do have Prismacolor markers. Is that like, do you know if they'd behave the same? And that side with the white underneath actually came out a whole lot more vibrant as well. I don't have a heat gun hooked up next to me over here, but we'll just set those off to the side to dry. It's hot enough in here, I shouldn't need a heat gun. And I have 6 of these rings out, and I'm going to open all 6 of them. Ping. Color shift paint, that would be really pretty. Two, 3, 4. Right on. Hey, Scarlett. It's very kind of you. Lisa, I used alcohol inks by Ranger and Pinata. Used the Pinata white and then the Ranger purple Twilight. Oh, the dogs are very upset that we have neighbors. It's Randy sneezing up a storm in the back. They say bless you, honey.
Thank you.
He says thank you. And so now I'm going to attach our 2 metal rings. Just because I think it looks a little bit more substantial than just 1 ring. And then I'm going to hook so you can kind of see how it hangs.
Buddy, you made me allergic. Or they could be
Copics are, I'm aware of what Copics are, but I have Prismacolor markers as well. I didn't know if those were also alcohol based. Ooh. Okay. Penny says try some Bray Reese alcohol inks when you can. Get way more in the bottle. Also, Mindy's Stamp Gang products would rock. I don't know. I'm still processing the trip to Tennessee before we share any stories. It was gloriously uneventful. Like, I love a nice, chill, no adventure trip of just driving with no, like, there was a horrible storm, actually. Like, it was just terrifying. And it's the worst rain that we've ever driven through in our 12 years of traveling professionally. Like, it was rough. Like, I think there might have been a tornado or something, but I wasn't about to be fiddling about with the radio, and we didn't have phone reception at all, so I couldn't like check the weather. Um, but we were going over a bridge in Tennessee. Like, it was, I don't know what body of water we were over, but it was very ethereal. Like, uh, yeah, the rain and the wind and everything were so harsh that you could not see past the bridge, like looking off of either side. And there were leaves coming down out of the sky. Like, it's like they'd been sucked up into the storm and then blown back down. Because they weren't blowing in sideways. They were coming in from, like, you could see them. It was just, everything had slowed down. It was really intense. But we got through it. Everything was fine. We didn't see any accidents on the side of the road. We were not in an accident. Everything was okay. Hey Scarlett, we are making some alcohol ink stained wood earrings today. Social distancing road trip. Yeah. Unfortunately, Randy and I are like kind of boring when we travel anyhow, so we just paid at the pump, wore masks the whole time.
You told them the story from the gas station yet?
Story from the gas station?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna let you tell that. I wasn't there. I was just out in the parking lot doing yoga.
Well, we're not allowed to stop at that gas station anymore.
Well, I don't see. Randy scared. He was telling me he scared the lady at the register. I don't know. You want to come tell it, babe? I was not there, so I don't feel right telling the story.
The last time we were gonna stop before the night was done.
Did you push on my head because you didn't want me to flip the camera?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
What it was.
sorry. I'm trying to. There we go. Okay.
We stopped for the last time, and Vaughn had gone into potty while I was filling up gas. And I went into potty, and I'd given her the keys so that she could get back into the van. And while I was in the store, I was like, I'll go ahead and pick up some sodas, maybe a candy bar. And I go up to the register, and the lady at the register is just like staring out the window. And I stood there, and I was like, well, okay. So I kind of, and she nearly jumped out of her skin. And she turned and goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I was distracted by the lady outside. I think she's a YouTuber." And I look out the window, and Vaughn's the only one in the parking lot. And I go, "Huh, small world." So I just paid for my stuff and left in the same vehicle as Vaughn.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think of. I would have liked to have talked to her. Like, I don't know. Because I've lost my ear hooks. But yeah, so I was like, well. So he's like, well, we can't stop there again. And I'm like, no, we should. We could be like best friends. I can stalk her. Where in the heck? Where in the heck are my ear hooks gone? What have you done with us? Okay, ignore the label on the container. It's not rhodonite. It's a sterling silver ear hook. Who's Randy? Have I not been sending you monthly autographs, Daniel? I will definitely send you an autograph. Well, the thing is, Storm, is we both had masks on. So. Okay, so now the way that we'll be doing this is how do. Okay. I bet that'd be amazing. Penny says, I'd have known you if you had a unitard on, Randy. Oddly enough. Oh, you have been. Gotcha, Daniel.
What are you saying?
Nothing. And so I use this ring to attach everything together. Always who's Randy, never how's Randy. I think how's Randy is a bad question to ask right now. I think he's a bit grumpy from dealing with the router. Like, I never want to presume, but fidgeting about with a tripod real quick. And then we're going to try on these earrings and see how they look. What do we do to make Rand not grumpy? Basically spank him and put him to bed. I think it's the only thing that's going to work. No, that's me when I'm grumpy. Oh, I think I love it. Maybe. I might hate it. I don't know yet. They're definitely lightweight. Banana pudding. Except for he'd have to make it. Nobody wants to have to make their own banana pudding when they're the one having a rough day. So it's definitely a good like side profile earring. I don't know. It's different. Very lightweight though. Right? And if we went through and edged it with something, that would be really neat. I'm gonna try it with it hanging from like the butt. So to do that, I'm just gonna take off those 2 rings. I will be Valerie. So attaching it to the butt. Let me flip this around so y'all can see what I don't know. We'll see how it hangs first, and if it hangs well, then I'll show you guys how I did it. Beep boop. We have got to clean this house though, you guys. It is like filthy. We haven't swept in a week because we haven't been here in a week, and there's dog fur everywhere. Everything is coated. It's like the dogs ripped out as much fur as they could and just strewed it everywhere. Like, it's been strewn. Is that the word? Strewn. So I'm just impressed that there's any hair left on my dogs at all. So, okay. So, that's how that's looking. Come on, camera. And you can see if it's flipped over. I kind of like that side better, but we'll see. Let's just test and see how it's hanging. I like that about 1,000,000 times better. Yep. So the way that we did that, let's flip this back around. Okay. Yeah, right, mistress. Okay. So the way that I did this is let's go ahead and that's the rough thing with Chainmail Joe's rings is they close together so perfectly sometimes that you can't tell where your closure was. And so it's like, where should be? Okay. So yeah, just undoing all of our hard work, that's fine. And then I'm just going to hook through, we're going to open the ring nice and wide. Hook through there. And close. Take our other ring, opened nice and wide, and hook through there as well. Let's make sure it's on the side that matches. There we go. And if I had used a larger ring, I'd be able to fit through to where the ring sits at like there. But now, since that doesn't fit, I'm actually going to hook through towards the front and see how that sits overlaid with the wood piece. I actually kind of like that. So there's a little bit of a wood bit hanging off there, so I'm just going to file that down. But yeah, this would look really cool if you went through and just painted like a gilded edge or something, if you wanted a little bit of flash or something metallic. I personally don't mind the dark edge. Now, to do dangles, I'd have to use a significantly larger ring just to be able to fit around that tip there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't quite know what I think of that. So I think this is something that might behoove itself to eating, or let's see. Just, I personally don't much care for how it attaches with just a ring.
You get them files.
These files you can get in a mixed pack off of Amazon. I actually think I was gifted them by Jim, but it's just a fine file set. Yes, Samuel. So again, just using this bit of scrap copper. You could use whatever color that you like.
Alright, I believe it's time.
Okay, let me finish up this little thing that I'm doing. And we can start shaping what we're doing. So that's shaped. So you could actually just make a little nail edger. And just kind of shape it around. Oh yeah, the copper tape. So you could add your own little loops to this. And you'd want to leave, you know, a little bit of space. That way you could still attach a dangle. But yeah, you could make like a little wire frame around it. I might suggest something a little softer, like maybe a 20 gauge wire would work pretty well. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, it is. Are you ready? You know, I press the button and then nothing happens, and that's really frustrating. So don't forget, what we're giving away today is this little lampwork glass bead. Let's see if we can do this. I think I'm actually going to just get up off of my butt and walk across the house like a regular person. This is the absolute worst. Can't believe I live like this. I don't know who I am anymore either, Randy. Excuse me, Z-Dog. Okay. So, blasphemous is funny. But yeah, we'll be giving away this pendant. If you haven't left comment, too bad. It's too late.
Alright, we had 79 to 90.
Ooh. Okay, so we are at randomcommentpicker.com/YouTube. Wait, did I say that? I need to go back to bed.
I think I do too.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Me as well. So,
alright, ready?
drum roll. Can't even drum roll. Bernice Garland. She says, hi, Vaughn and Randy. Hey, Bernice, you won. You're a winner at chicken dinner. Congratulations, Bernice. If you could send us an email to backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like for us to ship to, we will ship this out to you. And that's for if you're continental or US. That being said, you guys, I hate to be a bum, but Randy's promoting his sun drop that he stocked up on while we were in Tennessee. He got like 2 whole cases of it.
Yeah, dude.
But I think Randy and I are gonna go back to bed. You enter by leaving a comment on the live streams.
After the live stream is over.
After the live stream is over, you leave a comment down where comments go. But We're gonna go to bed. I love you guys. Good night. Like, I'm so tired. Yo, this dog. Like, what's up, Randy?
Not good enough snuggles last
Yep.
night.
He's just. Be sure to check us out over on the Monster Vlog because I'm gonna lose 100 pounds eventually. But we're chronicling the. I'm so tired too, baby. We're chronicling the adventure. We'll see y'all in. Enjoy your sleep. Yes.
Mistress, Sundrop is a lovely citrus drink
It's cancer in a can.
that is bottled in Plano, Texas, and sold in southern Tennessee, northern Alabama, and some of Georgia if you're lucky.
Like, we can't find it anywhere else.
Anywhere. Regular Sundrop went nationwide like 5-6 years ago.
But not everywhere carries
Cherry Sundrop still doesn't. So, tastes great with vodka, but I'm not recommending that. Yeah.
Don't do
That's
drugs.
what Sundrop is. So there you
Yeah.
go.
How many? Is it like 45 grams of sugar?
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah.
I thought I was exaggerating.
45.
It actually has 45 grams of sugar per serving, and it's like 2 servings per can. Okay. Hashtag
it's
diabetes.
Not good for you.
It's not good for you at all. We love you guys. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. We'll see you next time.
Try.
Must try it. Happy crafting, y'all.
You don't want none of this.
You don't not want none of this. Happy crafting, you guys. Bye.